This is Paul, contract law. You know, there is a contractual obligation to have signatures on every document. But this court took it upon themselves to issue a protection order where there is no signature of the petitioner. Now, I'd like to know the signatures that are in those sealed envelopes. I'd like to know if Heidi personally did sign the sealed confidential cover sheet. But since I didn't get a copy, I don't know if she did or not. Now, you decided that you didn't require my signature to be able to issue a dissolution of marriage. You didn't require my signature to be able to issue a protection order. You didn't have to have proof of service when issuing them. Yes. And you could renew it based upon the false accusation of violating it. And then there's all those sealed confidential reports. Yes. Well, I don't know what they say. Yes. And I can't bankrupt myself. So I can't establish credit. So I can't get a job so that I can't build my own house. But as an individual that did design his own residence, right, I thought for sure, yes, that there is some contractual obligations that are being violated anytime you use a sealed envelope, yes, where I don't know what was contracted, yes, but it did name myself as a respondent. Now let's say, yes, you admitted to court at the time of petitioning for a temporary order for protection order on July 8th of 2011. Yes, two sealed envelopes. I didn't get them. I wasn't a resident of Washington State. I was in the custody of Guam. Any contractual obligation for a mental health evaluation based upon evidence that I was not given the right to answer violates contract law to obligate me to a mental health evaluation, and the treatment is if required. Now, when you contract, yes, for certain government services based upon evidence where I don't receive any of the actual documentation, it violates contract law to obligate the respondent to have a mental health evaluation without the respondent seeing the actual signatures of the individuals that signed any assessment, evaluation, statement, or report investigation. Now, contract law would make it an obligation on the respondent, yes, to have a documentation from all of those that signed anything, yes, because I would say that without the jurisdiction of law, yes, and without me knowing what the petitioner said, yes, there is no contractual obligation for me to have a mental health evaluation. Now, you as a judge, it depended on your. Well, look at that, Judge. Yes. For the last 8.5 years, you said mental health evaluation and treatment if required. But there is no obligation, no contractual obligation